BHT. Wait, what?
What the
The
hell are you talking about? That have to stay in now.
BSC.
What are you saying?
This is for the Patreon. The BH. Fuck it.
BTS? That's what you trying to say?
No. Behind is two syllables. You have to get each a letter.
Welcome to Roundtable Talks, the show. Where we deep dive into things and we talk and we have fun and we make up acronyms because the old ones don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Meankno as usual.
Yes. I'm here. I'm at work, guys. You caught me. This is what I do for a living. Uh,
That's a nice
but
throwback.
but now I'm here. I'm on the
Uh,
podcast
yeah.
live from. Hey guys, customers, shut it up. All right.
Okay, so we got a lot to get into tonight. We're gonna start with Last of Us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on
We actually have
episode
to do
8.
3 episodes.
2 episodes. We did 7 already. We did 7.
What happened in 7?
7 was right before they got into the house. The back,
Was 7 when her friend died?
the flashback. Yeah,
Did we talk about that?
we did.
Oh man, I feel so bad about her friend, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. So now we're in episode 8.
All right, we in 8.
Joel is potentially dying in the basement, and Ellie
Oh,
has to fend for him now.
I done counting this dude out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because I read somewhere that in the game that he dies.
I'm spoiling.
Excuse me. If you didn't play the game, you shouldn't be watching the show.
What?
And I ain't played the game,
What are
so
you talking about?
I'm a big hypocrite.
Oh my
But
gosh.
if you ain't reading ahead to find out what happening, you ain't care enough.
That's
You know me?
spoiling. Anyways,
But
Ellie, yeah, go ahead.
I thought he was dead because of what I read, and yeah, it's not
Yeah,
his time yet, guys. He
yeah.
will die though. He will die.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get attached.
It's 8 episodes. Everybody else dead. That's why I attached too.
True.
Yeah, so Ellie goes out, starts hunting, messes up a rabbit, shoots a deer. The deer runs away, and it runs into the next set of characters that we actually meet before. Or right when she hunts. Yeah,
Yeah, she shoot the deer. The deer was like, "Oh, something bite me!" Run away, bleeding out. Drop dead right in front of their feet. They were just walking through the forest. God sent a blessing, cause they was religious.
yeah. Yeah, they were weird. Like I feel like most communities in this show it just have some kind of like edge to them. Like you have the Fireflies,
Yeah,
Wildin, you have the people in charge, Wildin,
yeah,
the lady and her cult, and now these people. It's like the herd mentality does something to them, where it's like they can't be like normal. And then you add in religion, which I don't want to get into, but like you add that in, it's like a whole different set of rules you gotta follow, and there's one person in charge you have to listen to.
yeah. And the thing is, he didn't even believe in it.
Yeah,
He just using it. I feel like if like some kind of apocalypse happened, people who are like crazy
yeah,
are probably likely to become the leaders
mm,
because they have a knack for violence probably,
yeah,
and they don't really care about like following the rules. So they just make up the rules, and people who actually do believe in following rules gonna follow it.
yeah. And nobody's saying anything. Nobody's trying to change anything.
Yeah, because they hoping this person take care of them basically.
Yeah.
And I guess he was taking care of them, feeding them to each other.
So
Spoiler.
yeah, I was gonna tell you not to do that. But so Ellie gets captured by these people because they give her medicine to take back to Joel, which she does. Gives him 2 doses, and then we still think he's not making it because she didn't know what to do. She ain't look for
Dude,
no
he
veins. She ain't.
come in, stab him, nigga, okay? And I was like, this man did not hear nothing she say. He passed out.
She said the one thing I knew would like drive it home. She's like, don't fall asleep again because that's what you keep doing. He's like, I can't fall asleep again. Not a third time.
I was sick.
It don't matter. He was like, I'm not going to sleep.
I, I, I'm 100% sure his stab wound ain't even fully healed.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. It's been what,
I
a
was
day?
like, dude, I was like, when I see him stab that first guy, I was like, that penicillin working quick.
Oh man, that's crazy. But the funny part is when they like they thought they had him, and he knocked them out. He tricked the other guy like a velociraptor, put your dead friend in front of you, knock you out. Like, tell me where you are, tell me where we are, and where I gotta go. And make sure he tell me the same thing. He tell him, boop, that
Yo, I love
that's
that
my
so
kind of
much.
move.
Love it. And
Another
then he
guy
was
was like,
like,
what you do? I believed him, you know.
yeah, I don't need you. I believe him. Yo,
That's crazy.
I love Joel, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, Joel is my favorite character because he's such a savage, especially the next episode what we're gonna talk about next.
Yeah, he just cold.
Just a savage.
You know, Ellie's
I'm like,
locked up.
how Joel know how to do all this off of just surviving in the apocalypse? Like how did he
That's
learn
all
this?
he
Just
had
from
to
doing it?
do. Yeah, that's all he had. He had no purpose, no
Yeah.
nothing. He just surviving and learning skills.
My boy is like, I have nothing to live for, so everybody else has to die too.
I wonder if he was in the armed forces at one point before all this.
I don't think so. That's what I was saying. Like, how would he learn all this from just surviving? Because he
Yeah.
wasn't in the military before.
I mean, training usually lasts like what, a year when you go to the military? So like it's not hard to learn all this in a year or two after everything started.
He learned more than just military training. Because remember, he was like smuggling. First, he had to survive with his brother,
Yeah.
like before they end up in the QZ.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was in the QZ, he had to survive like smuggling stuff.
It cost
Remember
some
the
people.
episode with the husbands living together?
Yeah.
Like that was back in his smuggling days. Well, earlier on in his smuggling days.
Yeah. But Fabius came quick to him. He had nothing else to live for. His morals is like kind of shot-ish. So it's like he just takes on what you gotta take on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So Ellie's in the cage and she realized. So I watched episode 8 twice. Because the first time I watched it, I wasn't really paying attention. Then I watched it with my wife, who fell asleep. So I had to pay attention to what was going on.
Yeah.
I did not see that Ellie saw an ear on the floor.
Oh, I saw that.
And the second I was like, oh hell no. It's like the first time I watched it, just disappeared. I was like, this is like first time I was like, oh hell no. They're
Yeah,
eating
yeah,
people in here.
yeah. I was like, I caught on the same time Ellie caught on. I was like,
Oh
nah,
my
nah, nah, nah,
gosh.
nah.
This is venison. It's not venison.
That wasn't venison. I was like, that
Oh,
meat looked a little too red when I first saw. Like
oh man.
that deer, and I was also like, that deer kind of arrived kind of quick.
Yeah, for the one I just killed.
Then
They didn't even kill it
after he
yet.
come back with the deer, after everybody done start eating, I was like, no,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, what would you do in a situation? Would you do the same thing or let everybody starve?
my boy, go hunt. We could catch deer, we could catch rabbit.
Like, it's not enough. Like it's probably so sparse that there's not enough. They probably tried all they could.
Nah, them niggas ain't resourceful. Cause literally, Ellie just went out. She saw a rabbit, she missed it. But that's fine. She saw a deer, she gave. Like she's a
But
little
you
kid and she
know
did that.
about sample size and things like that. That could have been the only one for hundreds of miles. You never know.
Nah, they weren't trying, man. They weren't trying.
I believe they were. I believe it's just too much people in one space.
How much people they had anyway? I didn't really like pay
A
attention.
whole dining hall full. I would say at least 100, 150.
Mm.
One there is not
Would
feeding all people.
I mean, I guess I would resort to cannibalism if I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, well, who would you
But I
tell?
was I feel like everybody would have to be in on it.
Oh, so
It
you want
can't just be the
consent?
leadership. And then it
Mm.
would have to be like
Uh,
we have a system to pick who gonna be it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The system will have to be where I end up being the last person picked.
yeah.
Because I ain't trying to go.
I'll be the last one. I'm not good. I'm weak. I'm your leader, but I'm weak. You
No,
don't
no,
eat
no,
this
he's
meat.
not weak. The weak
You,
is going
you
first.
can't show strength because I'm like, oh, you have the good meat.
No, no, no. We gotta go with the weak ones first.
So
Because
that
they meet tender because they don't have no real like
But then
Firm
what's
muscles,
the
you know?
point? What's the point?
Or we could get the fats first.
Exactly it's the reason why you fatten up pigs. Wait,
I don't
not to
want
be
the
mean,
fats
but that's why you fatten up pigs to get them meaty.
Yeah, but I don't want like fat. I want meat.
You gotta kill the muscle people. Then who will do all the work? It's a conundrum,
Nope.
bro.
You know what to do?
Oh,
We could make everybody work really hard,
yes.
and then whoever is the most like buff,
Why would you get rid of the best workers?
we done failing. Like we'll just keep going
This
downhill.
thing ain't gonna last a whole month. It's not gonna last, man.
Like, damn, he's the only person who has to build a house.
Yeah. Hey, gotta go, man. Nice house though, but
You should teach somebody.
yeah,
Too
yeah.
bad.
Mm, 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 mm. We got you that quick, but yeah, I don't know if
Oh,
I could do that.
we need to check
Wait. I don't know if I could
how
have
Ellie escaped.
killed
How she
people.
escaped.
But I don't know if I could kill people or like feed people to people
Oh,
personally.
that pretty dumb.
Yeah, because
Uh,
it just feels weird. I mean,
really, it does. Yeah.
I would probably do it if it had as a last resort, or if I didn't know. Like if it was like
Imagine.
the end of the whole civilization, and I'd be like, oh yeah, the whole time you were there, that was people. I'd be like, okay, it is good, and then that's it. But like I can't know while I'm doing it. But go
Yeah, I
ahead.
can. If I knew that person, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, what you saying?
I'm gonna say even worse scenario. You, your significant other, and one of your children,
Yeah,
and you, what you have to. Who you gonna eat?
nobody. We're gonna all starve.
Okay.
Whoever passed away first can be well, yeah. Whoever passed away, yeah, quickly clean the body and get rid of them. But I wouldn't do it like actively, hurt somebody to eat them.
I don't think I'll eat somebody, man. I just think I won't actually, because
Yeah,
just the idea of doing it is nasty. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I would eat it if I didn't know.
yeah, exactly. And
Like
like a
knowing,
last resort. Like they just get knocked out. We hungry, you gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
If they die of natural causes, maybe.
yeah, and
But I ain't
quickly.
killing people just to eat them. That's kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That's cringe. Oh, and then Ellie's grand escape. But that's the end of it, basically.
Ellie's grand escape. How she do it is kind of epic.
How did the thing catch on fire? I don't remember.
I'll tell you. So Ellie, first let me start back from when she was. They pull her out because they
Yeah.
were like, you know what? He was like, since you won't let me pedophile you,
Oh my
I gonna
gosh.
just kill you and eat you.
Yeah.
So Ellie was like, I'm infected,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I bit you. And then he looked, he's like, he had the bite mark, and then
Hmm.
she showed him her arm, and she had the little veins,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
asparagus in her veins or whatever.
Cordyceps. Okay.
Oh yeah. Cordyceps. So then
What are you even doing?
the next dude was like, "Oh my gosh, she's infected." And while they wasting time looking at each other, and he
He
just like,
stabbed him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
"Yeah, my neck."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My boy fell to the ground, twitching, spurting blood like a geyser. Ellie, gone. My boy bust two shot, clap, clap, miss. So now Ellie gone in the little area where they meet, and
Yeah.
she saw like a fireplace or something, and she
Hmm.
grabbed like a stick out of it because I
Oh
think she
yeah,
was
she
going to try and
threw
fight.
it at him. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, where did she throw it? And then I was like, actually, that was kind of smart.
Yeah, but
To light a
fair.
piece on fire.
Fair
Yeah.
makes you do things.
Then when she went behind the counter and grabbed that knife, I was like, yes,
Yeah,
Ellie,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But then she didn't. She didn't get.
I
He
mean,
like,
obviously
oh
you can
shit.
overpower her. Yeah, she did get. Yeah, yeah,
Then he like and then he like wrestled down, and then he was about to tell her like do some
yeah.
kind of rapey thing.
Hmm.
Said grape.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, so and then Ellie was like fighting. No, don't take my V card. And then she just grabbed the hatchet.
yeah,
And she just busted in the
yeah.
neck.
And then
Ah,
that's it.
yeah. And then
No,
while he like doing this,
yeah.
just heap, heap,
Yeah.
heap.
Well, they didn't show that,
Yeah,
but
they didn't show it, but they showed all the blood splatter and stuff.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was
So
like this.
yeah, you watched it before me, and you're like, "This is the episode." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I went to him like, "Hell no." The only I literally audibly said out loud, "This is boring," to the TV at one point.
Oh gosh.
But then from that part on, I was like, "This is good." There's like it done. I'm like, "Come on, no."
Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing, man. Like, why did you do that? And then when Joel came, I thought Joel, and that's the thing too. We thought I was like, oh, Joel gonna rescue her,
Hmm.
and then Joel didn't make it, man. And she had to save herself, which was good,
But
but
no,
also
that's
bad.
a plot hole, no, because what happened to the congregation, the people?
I was wondering about that. I was like, did Joel kill everybody like he always
No, no,
does?
no, no. I don't. He can't. It's impossible.
You know Joel will do it.
Yeah, but it's impossible. It's literally impossible this time. But I feel like he just got her out. But what about them? What they gonna do now? They're gonna start for sure.
Well, they had that one there.
They're gonna find the humans hung up. They're gonna see the air on the floor, put two and two
Mhm.
together, go crazy.
Yep, yep,
But people gonna be like,
yep.
half gonna be like, well, if we already did it before, let's just continue doing it. And half gonna be like, that's gross.
Yeah, yeah. What about the thing when he was telling her and when she was in a cage, like, you're a violent person and blah blah blah? Because I'm a violent person, so I takes one to no one basically.
He was trying to do basically psychology tactics to get her on his side. I don't really feel like, well, he meant it, but I hope she didn't really take it into heart that that's who she is, even though that's technically what she was being.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel like even though that is who she is,
Yeah.
I don't think she's the same as him.
No, 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 not at all. She
So
was
like,
forced to become that, and he just did that on his own.
yeah, he was already a predator.
Yeah,
So,
sadistic person. Yeah. All right.
but next, so the next app
Episode
now
9. Yes.
9.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
This one,
Yes.
this one
Was it an ep?
was it an app?
Kinda. Again,
It wasn't.
where
It started off
are
good.
the cordyceps? I getting vexed.
Dude,
Because they're
they
just
don't
not showing
exist.
anymore.
They don't exist.
There's a thing out there in the world.
Just all like, post up against walls like this, like just chilling until they feel somebody twitch them somewhere like 10 miles away. Then they have to run 10 miles to catch that person.
So this show is making me feel like a hypocrite, right? 'Cause I don't like zombie shows because I feel like it's overplayed. And granted, these are not zombies. I want to see them. I want to see what they can do, what they up to. I want to see gore. I want to see all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, and they introduced the big mutated one. Like I want to see more
More,
variations. Like
yeah,
show somebody killing a big one, so like we could see how they do it.
yeah, man, dude. It's I just feel like a hypocrite. 'Cause I want to see more, but I don't really like that concept. But I like this concept.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
This
will say,
episode,
sorry.
go ahead.
I will say in the beginning, I was confused and impressed. Cause episode started with the lady running from the cordyceps, and
Oh yeah,
in my mind, I'm like, wow, Ellie really grew up. I thought it was like a flash forward. I'm like, Ellie really grew up.
yeah. She does look like Ellie a lot.
Then my wife said, oh, that's what Ellie got the cordyceps. I'm like, okay, my wife is smart as hell because I didn't even think about that. That's her mom. But they found the perfect two people to play these characters. Because I thought it was like the same thing to me. I was so
Yeah,
confused.
I was like, how does this woman look just like Ellie? Cause Ellie got
Oh,
a forehead, and that woman
the
had the,
flat face.
she got a like derpy looking face. I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah.
that lady looked the same, but just a little bit more pretty
Mm-hmm.
and older.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So she
it
gets.
was.
Sorry,
I
go
like
ahead.
the concept,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of like
Mm-hmm.
how Ellie became immune.
But does that make her immune? Because I feel like it would just be in her and she just continued it on. Or it's probably you wait until
Well,
she gets old enough to get out. But then are there kids that have this thing? Like I haven't seen any kids that have any cordyceps.
that's what I'm saying, but
Oh,
like
oh no,
maybe
the
Ellie's
girl.
immune because it got transferred to the umbilical cord. Okay, you know things transferred to the umbilical cord are different from like normal. So I wonder if maybe they could just make more mothers get bitten
Uh huh.
and then transfer to the umbilical cord, cut it, and then they have more people who are immune.
If I wonder if that could have been a thing because remember the mom lied.
Yeah.
So if she didn't lie, then they would have known there's another possibility to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That they'll replicate the same situation to the same thing happen again, basically.
Or they would have killed the baby.
I mean, yes, but if they didn't, they could replicate that and say, well, we know that people who get pregnant and get bitten or get infected, their children are immune. Because she lied about when she got bit, they don't know what's going on with Ellie.
True.
But
But
definitely they don't kill her.
I feel like her friend kind of knew though.
Yeah, of course. That little silent talk
A little
before.
like, yeah, exactly. What you
Yeah.
repeating for? What you
It's
repeating?
like a best friend thing. Before.
Yeah. I was like, all right, okay, you did it before,
Hmm.
and then she put Ellie with, and then that explains her talking about putting Ellie with the Fedra.
Yeah.
Oh, with Fedra.
Yeah. That dude pissed me
Um,
off because she was like, cover her ears. He was like, huh?
he did not cover nothing. I thought the same thing. I was like, this man did not do nothing. He was like, this baby go here, where go here.
Oh, wow. Dude, cover her ears. That was a direct order.
Baby eardrums, wild.
That's crazy. Then I guess it's a fast forward
Yeah.
to them trying
So
to
Ellie,
run away.
Ellie now is older. And did they show anything about Ellie after that? I don't remember.
Just went back to her and Joel.
Walking, right? And it was like kind of weird and awkward.
The roles kind of switch. Kind of Joel trying to be funny and light, and she is like in a dark place because of what just happened to her, or what almost happened to her. But he didn't know, so he didn't know how to like navigate that.
Yeah. I was like, I don't like this new Joel.
Yeah, he was like, stop.
Talking too much.
But
Trying to be funny.
as a parent, that's what you have to do. Like, you have to try and get your kid back into being themselves.
But you saw how Joel was all
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
time from
yeah,
the very
yeah.
beginning.
This is weird.
Yeah. So I think like he kind of grew on her as well, like how he already used to be. So
Yeah,
now him being this way, I feel like even she was feeling like this is kind of weird
yeah.
because kind of wish he would just like be
But
the
she wasn't
gruff
even
like
there though. To be fair, she wasn't all there at all.
true until they saw the giraffe.
Yeah, like he was trying to talk to her, and she'll be zone out. You're like, hey, like, yeah, I heard you.
Oh no, she was wilding because he was like, "Show me the thing," and she was like, "She just and let her down, boss off." I was
Look
like,
at
"This
this.
girl
I can't look at it. I have to fix the ladder now.
is distracted."
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, that was right before they get captured.
That was right before he finally told her the truth about him
Oh,
trying
and
to self
Sarah.
delete.
Yeah.
I think that was a good moment for helping her break out of her funk.
Yeah, and then quickly took it away because I'm not gonna
Bro.
lie, I audibly gasped when they were walking towards the camera and the person behind the camera ran past. I was like, oh!
Yeah. I was
Concussion
like,
grenade.
no.
Oh my gosh.
Man, and then they threw the flashbang. I was like, no.
Yeah.
If Joel wasn't being soft, he would have done catch
Exactly. He'd have
this.
been checking surroundings.
Yes. Joel, I probably don't pop all three of them.
Yeah, before they even come around.
He
But
wasn't soft after.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, we want to talk about it now. So he wake up in a cell with Marlene talking to him, talking all kind of crap. And then I feel like they both come from a very hard position, right?
Yeah.
Because Marlene is basically godmother slash aunt. And that was her mom's dying wish to get her to safety. But she also kind of has a responsibility to the world to try and fix this issue. Because that's the
Yeah.
only way to do it. And Joel, I get it that you feel connected, but at the same time, it's not your daughter. You didn't want this in the first place. There's a higher calling than just being connected.
Yeah.
But it's still sad that she has to go that way.
It's interesting because this brings up the question of like, would you sacrifice somebody that you love more than anything in the world
For the world.
to save the world? Would you sacrifice them to save the world, or would you sacrifice the world to save them?
Yeah, that's a hard decision.
Yeah, and I feel like I kind of understand Joel in that, like, yeah, he didn't like her at first or whatever, but she grew
Yeah.
on him, and now he kind of adopted her in a way.
Hmm.
I mean, he spent all of the trip keeping her alive. It's kind of hard to turn that off.
True, true. But then at the same time, it's like people have been calling for a cure for the past what 20 years, however long it's been.
Yeah,
It's like there's finally one, so it's like it's tough. It's tough.
maybe, maybe not. Because think about this: what if they had done that to her, and then they still didn't have a cure?
I feel like it's better to try. So I feel like I might. It's like a 60-40 or 70-30 sacrifice a loved one to save the world.
Mm.
Cause I feel like uh, if the whole world go into chaos, then everybody else like care about gonna die as well.
I gotta think about that, man.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Hard because on one hand, it's like I feel like okay, the whole world end. At least I get to enjoy my happiness with this person, and I don't give a fuck about anybody else on the planet.
Yeah,
On the other hand, I could sacrifice my person, and then everybody could be cured, and then I just get forgotten. So either way, I lose
you get forgotten though.
because nobody knows what sacrifice I put in to like get a cure.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just know like the doctor or whoever invented it.
I guess so. It's tough. So obviously Joel chose violence, and he went and
Well,
I was like, I tell you, whenever I watch the TV show, I know what's gonna happen. I'm like, he gonna knock the first one down, use his gun to shoot the second one. I'm like, it gonna happen now. Okay, it ain't happen. Oh, he's slowing now. Oh, he playing games. It gonna happen now. Alright, it
yeah,
gonna happen soon. Boom, boom. I like called it.
watching the map, he was like, I gotta
Yeah,
figure out where I gotta go next.
yeah. You're like,
Yeah,
fourth floor. Okay.
yeah. They're like, where you stopping? Oh yeah, where you want to go?
Yeah, where you want to
Down the
go? Huh?
steps.
Huh? You didn't
Okay,
really tell me
yeah,
where
yeah.
to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got you.
Man went commando as usual, like you said.
My boy was 1v12 or more and,
This
and
this is a
winning.
real video game show because there's people don't really do that.
Yeah, it's no way they didn't flank him or nothing. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Y'all know the building. Y'all work in the building. Y'all know the area way better than him. And y'all
Yeah,
couldn't flank him or something?
yeah. By the time they say
Y'all supposed to be
shots
a military
fired,
group and y'all have no coordination. What is going on?
exactly, exactly. Then the man busting the operator room. Doctor like, what are you doing here, blow? No.
But anyway, I was like, I'm not gonna let you take her. I was like, this. He didn't even wait till he finished the sentence.
Yeah, and I'm like, clink clink. I don't turn around for the first time once I see walk in.
I laid on the floor. My head, my hand behind my head.
I'm like, there she
Hope to
is.
dodge a bullet.
She not hooked up yet. Just take her. It's all yours.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna let you take her. That's a guy that's really into science. He's really into finding this cure. That's
he's
all he been.
dumb.
That's all he been his whole career trying to find this cure.
Walking toward him with the freaking scalpel. Like, are you dumb? Do you not see a gun? You
Oh
think he
man,
just kill all people in the hallway? You think he gonna like be scared to kill you?
how
Like,
do you think he got to you? You think he just walked by them?
so stupid.
The last five guys said the same thing.
Oh, man, this man.
But then I feel bad for Marlene, and I feel bad for um, what's her name?
Um,
Ellie.
yeah,
Cause Marlene,
me too.
I feel like a part of her didn't want her to go. So I feel like he should have left her alone. Maybe,
But he
maybe.
right though.
Yeah, I
He
know,
was right.
but still, I like Marlene.
Yeah, confident. Because she wants to save the world. Marlene wants to do like what's right for humanity.
Yeah,
Like that's why she's a firefly or whatever.
yeah. But then Ellie was like, "You need to promise me that what you said was true."
Which is interesting. You think Ellie would have been okay with sacrificing herself for everybody else?
Yeah, because remember, Joe was
Like
saying,
dying?
we don't have to go. We can just go to Tommy's and just figure things out from there. And she was like, after all you've been through, you have to make this mean something. It has to be worth it.
Yeah, but she didn't think that. I don't think that she was thinking like, oh, they have to kill me to get this cure though.
I
Sure, thought
feel
like they want to start out something and some blood work.
maybe, but I feel like based on what she did with Sam,
Her best friend?
no, the black boy,
Oh, the
and
black boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
way how
yeah.
she was trying to like actively cure him, I don't think
Mhm.
that there'll be anything that she wouldn't do to like save everybody to make it worth it in her eyes. Maybe if Alice ask her, she'll probably say no. Then it's just later and do it anyways. But I feel like she would still want to make it worth it, make the whole trip worth it.
Yeah. I think that would have been the difference for me if they had told Ellie like, "Hey, we have to cut into your brain
Yeah,
to do this. Are you willing to let us do that? You're gonna
yeah,
probably die." And she
yeah.
said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd have been like, "Okay, Joel, you out of pocket."
But he still
But
is.
because they pretty much tricked her
Yeah,
and told her like, "Oh, we just gonna put you to sleep and do a little surgery,"
but we
and
don't.
then they were going to kill her. I
Yeah,
feel like kind of feel like Joel was justified because y'all basically tricking her, even though maybe she would have said yes.
yeah,
Like I don't like the idea that they was like try and make her feel comfortable and not have no fear and blah 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 blah.
yeah, yeah. Mm, interesting. Would you sacrifice yourself for the world? Yourself, not somebody else.
Myself, hell no. You know my saying.
Yeah, yeah.
You know I have a saying, right?
Where is the apocalypse?
I can't wait for the
Yeah,
rapture.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mankind need to go. They are dumb.
I feel like I'll give up like my arm or something, or my or half a leg, but not my whole self.
Okay, so you wouldn't die for the cause.
No, 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 no,
What if you had to become a eunuch?
no. Definitely no. You kidding me?
Man, say I at least need the balls.
I need it. I need that.
Oh, man.
uh, but that was a weird ending to me though.
Yeah, that's the last episode too.
Cancel it. I know you're watching
I
this.
don't know if I
Just
watched
cancel
season
it.
two.
Cancel it. If y'all ain't gonna show any more cordyceps, y'all got people lying to people. Cancel it. Cancel it. You heard it here first.
Yeah, yeah.
You had some good episodes in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. You caught us, hooked us, and you're like, we got them, and that's what you did. You tricked us. Cancel it.
Yeah. I feel like they have some good material. I never played the game, so I don't really know like what the storyline is in the games and how like closely they follow in the story in the game.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the game had a lot more chorus.
Probably
Oh man, these people are
wild,
wild.
but
Just walking
that's
through the countryside, they never run into any trouble.
nothing.
Crazy.
No man. Let's see what
We
season
don't
two
think
have
a
to
mob
offer.
has to chase at least once,
Yeah.
and they ain't run into nothing. Okay,
Mm.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, no. I was just saying, you good because I'm basically done with it. I try an episode
Really
because
done.
there's no more
All right, I get it.
insight. Because
Leave
nothing
your
else we could
comments.
say.
Leave your comments. What you thought about the episodes, episode 8 and episode 9. Um, like, comment. I mean, I already said comment. Damn. You know what? Like,
Yeah.
unlike, and then like again.
Damn, don't ruin the algorithm for us.
Hit the bell icon.
Yeah.
Share this with your grandma,
Uh
and
huh.
then watch the next episode.
Yo, yo. What next? Of us?
Yeah, whenever it come out. 2 weeks from now, a week from now.
We gotta find a show to watch. Another show to watch.
Actually, I have.
We'll talk
I could
about
find
that.
something for it.
We'll talk about that in the regular podcast. So you guys stay tuned for that.
All right. Peace.
Peace.